Well, the transgender is about
You
to
in the
drop
main
a
matrix, baby.
song, a diss track
Diss track on who?
on Benzino, basically saying what they did. Okay, so this is what it says. She put out a snippet on her IG about the new song that she's about to drop about. This is what she says. I was getting some head from
Tristan,
Benzino, no
he
neck.
said, "Do you want to
He was
talk?" She was
all
like,
on
"Yeah."
my line.
He was like, "Okay, talk."
I could show you
You
the
gotta.
text. He was begging for
Yeah,
help. Love
I
it
know,
when they go
baby.
back.
I understand.
He be loving on this ass. I'll be throwing it back.
Who's she talking about?
Hold
Who's
up,
this?
hold up. Hey, somebody need to mute up.
Absolutely.
Go ahead, you can continue.
So yeah, did you guys hear that about her little verse
Man,
right
that's
there?
crazy,
No, start
man.
over.
Hey,
Go
man.
ahead and start over.
That's crazy. I
Okay.
heard what you said, but you can start over, but that's crazy.
Yeah, so the transgender woman, of course, he's saying that he didn't do nothing and she's saying no. She's about to drop this new song, throwing shots at Benzino, and the lines go like this. I was getting some head from Benzino, no neck. He was all on my line. I could show you the text. He was begging for help. Love it when they go clap. He be loving on this ass. I've been throwing it back.
See, I don't believe none of that, man. I don't believe none of that. It was a setup from the beginning. I mean, that's how they all do. They all come out, they
Right.
rapping, they coming out with a song. That was the plan from the get-go, man.
Exactly.
What
But I guess
happened?
50 Cent's laughing about it, so he
What's
might
what
be.
what happened?
Mhm.
I missed out.
I mean, if she care to say it again,
Something with Benzino?
it's crazy, but the Benzino situation.
Oh, what about it? Oh, you
What
talking about
happened?
the song that the girl got?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy, man. It's a
I don't know.
setup, man.
I don't.
No, I don't think it's no setup. That's
Oh
just how
no.
That's the
that's
same
Yo,
just
thing that
how
happened to
nah, the
Young
she
Buck.
song.
The girl with Young Buck, she came out with a rap song too, man. Like I don't be believing these transgenders, man.
I don't know, but it's
Y'all
like,
side with the
see,
transgenders like that? That easy?
Yeah, I am.
I mean, no disrespect to them, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all just siding with them, like y'all just gonna take their side. Like I just can't take the transgender side, man. It don't seem genuine to me. Like
Yeah, but when you got text messages and all that back and forth, that tell you all you need to know, Trigger.
I need evidence. I need evidence. I don't want to see it. Somebody can verify it, but I
They
need
got
evidence.
they got text messages. She read them on the
It's in
radio.
a song.
yeah, and what he say? She called him daddy in one of the whatchamacallits
Why
too,
she ain't got no
when they was
video?
on the phone.
His baby mama even said it, bruh.
Yep.
She the one put him out there. The baby mama did put him out there.
So y'all don't need no evidence
Yeah,
though. That's all y'all need, some text
but
She
messages.
got
but
they
but
going back and forth
but
on OnlyFans.
they had a phone conversation too. Like they was on the phone, like, you know what I'm saying. So you got to think, like, if you a man, like, it's not even like that phone call is not even supposed to happen. Like,
For
period. You know what I'm
sure.
Did he
saying? Like, there's no
did he
way
say
you
anything on the
supposed to
phone
be.
call? Did he pull a Jim
I
Jones?
mean,
Did he pull a
I'm saying they had a conversation because he said they was in a movie together, and she
Was he
said she.
careful with his words? Did he say something in the
I'm just,
conversation that'll make you think, oh, he gay? He just
but
proved
but
it right there.
but look, I'm just saying, like, if you a man, that conversation, like, is not supposed to happen, period, because you know where it can go.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
right.
if you know what I'm saying, so it's one of them situations, like, even if she calls you, you ain't gonna pick up the phone. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's not going, that conversation can't happen at all, because you know the speculation and where people want to take it to.
So is
So
it verified
I,
that they was in a movie together?
yeah, he said
Yeah.
he admitted it. He said it was like a it was some type of movie. He tried to say like he never seen her or nothing like that, but they did play in the movie. He said it's supposed to come out on I think Hulu or something like that. And I guess they had a conversation, and like
So
the
that's not
conver
a good enough reason for him to be on the phone with her? If they got a
I'm
movie,
not. I'm just saying. Would you do it? Would you have that conversation?
well, with the transgender
Yeah.
on the phone about the movie that we in.
No, I'm saying this was after the movie. The
Oh, because I
movie.
heard he said he ain't talked to her to the movie. I mean, he
Not
ain't see
not
her to the movie. Like that phone conversation was that before the movie came out, like
that
before they
was
got up
after
to the set.
that was after the movie. The conversation was after the movie.
Okay.
And then don't forget about this situation they said with Cavario when they was in a hotel together. You know what I'm saying? And they supposedly say Cavario was gay too. And they
Oh
was in a
wow.
hotel. They was in a hotel together.
Yeah, but I think he made a good case for that one though, for the hotel thing.
I mean, I can vouch. You know, when I first heard the hotel thing, it was like, oh, I was like really like, nah, it's whatever, cause if you're 100% man and you and your homeboy, y'all got two beds and y'all in a hotel room, like it's nothing. You feel what I'm saying? But when the transgender shit came out, then it was like, you know what I'm saying? It's a little bit too much. You know what I mean?
And the transgender coming out with a song talking about you gave me head, like come
Yo,
Yep.
on, man.
the song is crazy. The
The
song is
song is
crazy.
crazy
That
because
was it for
that.
me.
Hey,
Once she said
baby.
that, I was like, nah, this shit, yeah, this shit was crazy from the beginning, man.
Like she was spitting bars.
Yep.
Like she
50
was
Cent
rapping.
said that she
Yeah,
said
she really
that
was.
Shit, they
freaking.
said the girl with that was rapping with the goddamn young buck situation. They said she had bars too. They
Yeah.
said she put
But
out a
Hey,
but
hell of a good song on goddamn.
but see, Buck situation. You know what I never seen in the media. Buck at the end of that call said, "Look, if you take that down, I don't mind remaining friends with you." And I was like,
That's crazy.
"Remaining
That's crazy.
friends? That
yeah,
mean you
yeah,
are already?
absolutely.
It's still on there, bro. It's not taken down. Don't nobody point that out." He said, "I don't mind remaining your friend and kicking it with you if you just take it down."
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I know Buck smashed that damn trainer.
Oh
Oh
man.
yeah. That I
He did that shit. I don't know about Benzino, but that nigga Buck smashed that motherfucking
Yeah,
trainer, man.
Hey yo.
Benzino was like,
I think
he
so.
has a movie or something, and they was talking, and she tried to chop it up. That it kind of sound like that too. I ain't gonna lie. The truth is the truth. It sound like she tried to make it like, you feel me, like he was saying that, but he admitted, yeah, I was doing a movie with this person. I was trying to tell him you can't just jump out there and say shit because they gonna think I'm really fucking with you. That sound
Right.
like what he was saying.
See,
Yeah.
that's why I said, Key. That's why I said when Jim Jones was on the phone, he was careful with his words. It sounded like to me Benzino was careful with his words
I mean, it
when
could
he was on
be.
the phone with her. He was
And,
goddamn nervous about
and you
that
know,
shit. Like,
and you know what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Everything
Whoa,
is
whoa, whoa!
speculation.
What
You know
y'all
what I'm
talking
saying?
about? Y'all said who? Not Jimmy.
ah,
Whoa, whoa.
But like everything is speculation. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying like he shouldn't. I just feel like me per se, I wouldn't have been having that conversation with the transgender anyway, because you already know where it's gonna go. And you know they good for baiting people for that. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna use it against you. You know what I
Wait,
mean?
what happened?
right. Yeah, but as far as like with the Jim Jones situation, we had a conversation previously about the wiretap shit, and we felt like what I'm saying, Jim Jones was careful with his words on the wiretap. That's why he didn't go down with
Oh
the
no,
shit
no, no,
with the
no,
six
no.
nine
He
shit.
was basically like we had a whole room about that. Basically, he he was working like he working, bro. Like
Okay.
yeah, he definitely he was tied to that, and he's the only one who didn't get pulled in for that because that's clearly dry conspiracy, bro. If you look at the transcript, which is public information, when it first come on, Mel is saying, "Hey man, I don't want to talk to you on this phone. Just see me in person." And Jimmy Jones persuaded him to keep talking, and then you start to hear the recording. But at
Okay.
first, he tell him, "Let's not do this." Jim kept talking, and then you gotta look at it. Jim never did no jail time, but he clearly saying, I think security need to get hit. He said, I think a lot. And then he said, Mel said, yeah, I'm going to do TMZ. He said, you not doing TMZ. Shotty going to do TMZ.
Right,
See, at
right.
that point, you didn't say, I think you shouldn't do TMZ. You said, you shouldn't, you ain't going to do it.
Yeah, he
Let
told
him
Mel.
do it.
He
That's
told
shot
Mel not
calling,
to
bro. Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing was, I'm looking at it like this. Did you see the Shoddy interview that he did with academics?
Yeah. You talking about the one where after he was locked up and academics did over the phone? Or you
Yeah,
talking about?
academics Shotty was he asked Shotty because I look at it like this. Even though they say it's public information, if anybody know that Jim Jones snitched, they will find out first because they co-defendants. Because they that has to be released to them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I think that if Jim snitched on them, they would like everybody in the hood will put Jim Jones on blast. Like nobody in New York is saying nothing about Jim Jones being a
Well,
snitch.
put it like this: he had a gun case, right? That one just disappeared, right? And every time his name is listed in that case, it doesn't say Jim Jones like it says Jamel Jones, which is Mel Matrix or anybody. When it says Shotty, it says his real name. When Jim Jones talks, it's listed as individual one, and he has a sealed document. That's fishy, man.
I
I
mean,
did hear a lot about that sealed document that can't nobody really get into.
Yeah, they don't really just protect people and just leave them out here if they ain't working for them. They don't seal your document and call you individual one if you didn't say nothing.
right, but I just feel dope. But don't you feel like if Jim Jones was a snitch, like everybody, it would be broadcasted by now. And like Takashi said that Jim Jones wasn't taking care of Mel Murder and Shotty and them. So I know definitely they wouldn't take a bid if they felt like Jim Jones wasn't taking care of them. So why would he take care of them now? You feel what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
just feel like everybody, if Jim Jones, because it's like just like when 6ix9ine actually was the one who really put it back on blast. Because when he came out, he said why Jim Jones wasn't locked up on the
Yeah,
wiretap.
so what he
So
was saying was he was sitting there right with me in the same room with the feds, and y'all ain't doing him like y'all doing me. That's what he's
so
trying to
I
say.
yeah, so look, I just feel like his word shouldn't be valid because he's already a snitch. So what comes out of his mouth, he's trying to take the attention off of him and trying to pin it on somebody else. That's just how I feel. So his word, if he says Jim Jones is a snitch, how can you call somebody a snitch when you's a certified? Everybody know you a snitch, so your word shouldn't even be valid.
Well, you say like this. You say the whole all five boroughs will put it on blast. They ain't gonna respect him no more, right? But check this out. Now Alpo came out and he died to something that was totally indirect from snitching. It was cause he got into it with some young niggas over a girl. So look, when Alpo came home, they did not treat him like they treated 6ix9ine. They was calling 6ix9ine a rat when he got picked up for even told. They don't like him because of his skin complexion and because of his hair. And a lot of people feel like typically in America, not just New York, that type of cat is soft. So they prejudged him anyways. When they picked him up, oh, that little Mexican light-skinned motherfucker with that rainbow hair that's always trolling, yeah, he gonna rat. I remember people were saying that before he actually told. It's about how he looked. If you 7'2" and you got a moniker like DMX and you dark skinned and bald, or you like Casanova, which had paperwork, which told on somebody, they not gonna treat you that way if you look scary. But if you look like a little preppy school kid that may be mixed or something like that with some rainbow hair, people ain't gonna respect you.
Facts. And the thing about Alpo, like niggas, like a lot of niggas knew like not to play with Alpo. You know what I'm saying? Alpo really got himself killed because he wanted to keep going to New York. You know what I'm saying? He was already in witness protection and he had a new identity and everything. But niggas knew Alpo was a straight killer. So niggas wasn't gonna just walk up on Poe like that.
That's what I'm saying. And he hit that young boy girl and was sitting outside of that truck in the same neighborhood. He messed with that young boy girl and sat out there like, nigga, I'm Alpo. What the fuck you gonna do about it?
Facts, facts,
You know?
facts.
But that young nigga pulled up though, allegedly. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Yeah.
Absolutely. But Alpo was going, eventually he was going to catch one regardless. You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
think so.
He was
They was gonna
playing.
have to sneak him.
He was
Yeah,
he
yeah.
yeah, he was playing too much, you know what I'm saying?
And the nigga, I heard the niggas that he was grabbing up the niggas that was on Instagram and everything in Harlem and pulling up on them and making videos with them on Instagram talking about, yeah, this dog y'all say called me a snitch, and niggas was sitting there looking frightened, shaking hands with the nigga like I'm sorry type of shit.
Right.
I
Cuz
did see something about that.
cuz you got to remember like, you know what I'm saying? Alpo was a certified killer. Like when he confessed, when he snitched on Wayne Perry, like he confessed to 13 bodies. You know what I'm saying? So that nigga, like Wayne turned him out. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, niggas know his resume. So niggas knew like you wasn't going to just walk up on Poe like that.
Yeah. I feel that shit. That's crazy though because did the guy who was Kelvin did he die?
Who that?
The guy that was supposed to be Kelvin. Um, I didn't ever finish watching
You
that
talk.
shit.
Oh, you talking about the nigga? You talking about the
The
nigga who
sister's
shot Az? The
boyfriend. Yeah, the
nigga who
sister's
shot Az.
boyfriend.
Now that nigga got locked up, and that was another thing. Like a lot of niggas don't call Az a snitch neither.
I
You feel what I'm
said that,
saying?
bro. I said he called the police on Rico.
Exactly,
I said he
exactly.
he he did, and then too, on Vlad. He said I didn't watch the whole thing, but when I first turned it on, he was talking about he testified on was it the ones that cut the finger off the boy?
No, no. He testified against his sister boyfriend. You know what I'm
Okay, on
saying?
Calvin. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
he testified against him. You know what I'm saying? He told him when he was in the hospital. They asked him who shot you. He already told him. But the dude Calvin, he snitched on the other two niggas that was with him, and they got locked up too.
That's
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying? Yeah, he snitched on the other niggas that was with him.
Now you see how America work. See, they'll call 6ix9ine a snitch. They'll call Rico a snitch or Alpo. I mean, they won't do him like they'll call him one, but they didn't call Ace Boogie one. You see that? Just
Absolutely.
like what you
And
just
y'all don't
said.
want Queen to get into it, so I'm gonna let my king keep speaking. Go ahead, baby.
Yeah. So yeah, they Az was when he was on Vlad. He told him like you know what I'm saying, like, cause the dude who make I think it's Fez or Don Diva. Kevin Childs tried to say he snitched on him. You know what I'm saying? Az was like, nah, I ain't snitch on nobody. Only person he told on was the nigga who shot him, basically. You know what I'm saying? The nigga who shot him, that was the only nigga he told on.
Y'all
Right.
watch this interview on Vlad?
He
Yeah, I
Kevin
watched.
should.
Childs, dude.
Yeah, Kevin Childs. Yeah. He
But
did he did well he the writer of Fez, I think. It's Fez or Don
yeah,
Diva. It's one
no.
of the
Don
magazines.
Diva Cavario shit. I know
Oh yeah, so
Cavario.
it's Fez.
Yeah.
It's the Fez. It's the Fez magazine.
But do you think damn, I forgot what I was about to ask you. Is a good question too. Damn, I forgot what I was gonna ask you.
Nah,
Shit.
take your time. Take your time. One thing about us, we don't. It's no rush.
No, you a smart nigga. I just wanted to
Oh
ask
yeah,
you, man. I
absolutely.
forgot.
Cause we be on point.
Yeah. But the kids definitely got a perception. I often tell people, especially on this app, I'll be like, man, the definition of snitching is kind of like different because I was born in '87, man. Growing up in the '90s, I always heard that you had to be doing the same thing that somebody was doing, and since y'all both doing something illegal, you settle it illegally. You can't run to the
Right,
law.
right,
But
right,
if it's a woman across the street that's a church going lady that's raising her kids, and she don't want y'all doing that shit, and she done warned y'all a couple times, she not a rat for going to police because she done warned y'all, and she not into that lifestyle.
right. But you know what it is too? It's like this. My thing is this. It's certain things in the street code that gets crossed because like it's just like women and children shouldn't be involved.
Oh yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
So just say for instance that somebody starts shooting and a kid, because you already hit an innocent kid. You can't charge that to the game and just say, oh, the kid shouldn't have been out there or whatever it is. Because my thing is, if you handling business like that, hit your target and be professional about what you're doing. You
Facts.
know what I'm saying? When
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
when do when do people, you know what I'm saying? When do the person that's doing it, when do they get, you know what I'm saying? When do they get like a strike for not hitting the right target? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So sometimes in street shit, if you doing it, you know what I'm saying, you got to be precise at what you do. You know what I'm saying? Because if you going out there to take care of some business, first thing you supposed to be thinking about is how I'm going to do this with getting away. You know what I'm saying? In today's era, everybody want to prove that they did it. You know what I'm saying? It's not about proving nothing. If you do something, you trying to do it and get away with it. That's the whole point of doing it. It's not about glorifying and saying, oh, you want to see I killed this nigga? When we used to do shit, we wouldn't tell nobody because you don't know who you can
Yeah, that's
trust.
true.
You know what I'm
That's
That's
saying?
some
You
true.
keep it
facts.
Yeah.
that you
That's
keep
some
it that
facts.
you keeping that shit tough. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
Tough.
telling nobody nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know who is who. This person might know this person. This person might know that person. Next thing you know, that person untold on you. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm not saying shit.
Now,
Yeah, so in they era, if you don't get the bragging or the brownie points, or you can't flaunt the kill, then the kill was unnecessary. And
Absolutely.
by them being
Absolutely.
that, yeah, and most of them are that intelligent to know that. And if you know the kill wasn't necessary without clout, why did you do it in the first place?
Absolutely.
And
It's always like you gotta prove something. Like you gotta have something that show that you did it. Like nah, I don't gotta show you nothing. That's evidence. That's almost like telling on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because if I show you something, if I send you a picture of me doing something, you basically got evidence, and you can hold that against me. You feel what I'm saying? Why would I do that?
definitely feel you, yeah. And then too, I mean, it's not on pen and paper, but the G code clearly states that once you involved in street activity, you don't dial 911. But like you said, when a child is hit,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Then the G code goes out the window and
It goes out
everything.
the window.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
it
You know what I'm
has
saying?
to. It has to. Because it could be your child. You know what I'm saying?
I even noticed
That's
that. I
crazy.
was watching that episode of Snowfall. That shit broke my heart. And that baby was back there. I'm like,
Oh yeah,
damn, what them
Snowfall was
niggas
good.
do in that situation? And yeah, remember that one episode that nigga hit that car, thought he did something. Then he went to the back and saw that baby back there
Uh-huh.
hit.
You talking
I was
about
like,
when the guys was across the street and then he
yeah,
was sitting in the car and then yep.
that right there, that's a crazy
And
situation.
then a lot of people look at that and be thinking like, oh, that's just on TV. But this shit really happens in real time.
Yeah, sometimes that
You know
shit
what I'm
really
saying?
do
That
happen.
shit really do happen in real time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and what?
I'm not gonna say it happened all the time, but down here in Miami, if a kid gets shot, you going to jail because everybody turning you in, or they gonna try to kill you too. One or the other.
I hear you.
Or they kill themselves because they're gonna get bust up the back every day they in there.
Well, they know they gonna
Right.
kill. And down here, normally, most of the time, they either kill themselves or they go to jail, but because somebody turned them in. You know what I mean? Because they know the streets looking for them. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
You
Right.
know,
Right.
I grew up
And you all you excuse me, I'm sorry guys. I don't mean to interrupt, but as a black man, again, as I was speaking today earlier in cloud chasing, I was saying they were saying like the street code. They was like, nah, I ain't gonna say nothing. I had one guy that I was taken up for because he got tattoos on his face and he was saying like he was trying to get these different business and he was saying what he was doing. So I had other people that was getting at him. I was like, wait, hold on. I was telling them, I was like, wait, just because you got tattoos on your face and you might have a little sag, don't mean that you can't build something or you know, or be your own boss. You can't do that. But if you, and then he came back and was like, well, if I'm on the block and somebody get a child get killed, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm
Oh, I
like,
was in there. Yeah, I was in there. I
oh,
remember
you
that.
know, because
Yeah,
you was with
yeah,
Queen, so
yes.
it kind of, I kind of felt bad because I was like, I was taking up for him.
Yeah, well, it's people like that sometimes they just need to grow. And all of us shit. I did shit when I was younger and shit and bit and that type of shit. But once you make it over that curve, you get up 25, 30, you start to look at it a little
Yeah,
different.
you start to
And like,
think different.
yeah,
Absolutely. That's a fact. That's a fact.
the man code, as hard as it is to be a black, right? The man code overpowers the G code any day, any time of the day.
That's a
But
fact.
you have to get to that code to understand that because
Damn,
you
that's
can,
hard.
yeah, you
Very
can
hard.
be, you can be from your hood, rep your neighborhood, know where you've been at. You got Q dogs in college organization. You got police officers. These are all gangs. These are all constructs that represent the fraternal lifestyle. You can be that all day, but you don't have to be an active member, and you don't have to be rejecting the information and the knowledge that gets you past that. You can know where you came from all day, but you still can recognize that the things we did were foolish. I know my hometown, even if my hometown is corrupt, but I don't participate in the same things they still participate in, and I want things to be better. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to where you are mentally. It ain't where you're from. It's where you at.
That's the fact.